Welcome, folks. Hope everybody can hear me okay. All right, where the heck were we on this one? A lot of bushes, We got some grass in here. That's awesome. All right, problem is money. The problem is money right now. So, what are we gonna do? Let's get in the tractor so we can see a little bit better. Ultimately, we've got a lot of field space to go. We were going to do sheep farm. I think that's what we're going to go with. So I think we're kind of going to maybe put in some more fields, I guess. I want to try to give this map a bit of a, we'll call it a UK kind of deal to it, if we can. I just gotta figure out, like, we have a ton of land, very big property. So we're kind of unlimited here with what we can do. Let's try to do. Let me get over here for a second. That's weird pattern on the ground. That's interesting. Well, I was going to find the corners and mark them, wasn't I? Why don't we do that? Let's do that first. I'll just get a good idea of where we are. How you guys doing tonight? Where are we? Need to get over a little bit more this way. Right about there. And straight down. Oh wow, this is huge. This is huge. I guess we're making a big sheep farm. Okay, I think that's about our corner. Yeah. All right, let's mark this up. I'm gonna mark stuff because it'll just make it easy for us to find things. We're just gonna paint, and we'll put something, I don't know what, forest leaves. Let's leave us just a spot over here. Actually, you know what? Oh, yeah, trees will cost me money. I was gonna say I'll put up a tree, but I don't have much money. Okay, next up, we're gonna head over. That side is not a problem. So look at all the space we got. This is insane. This is insane. I'm doing great. Just got done with dinner. All the kids face first in their candy bags. Awesome. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure I'm ready for huge fields yet. That's the problem with plowing it all. Hang on. Let me just double check. I'm still over here a bit, right? Okay, let's start a field. We're going to do a long, thin strip field. Allow creates field. I don't have access to this land. There we go. Yeah, I think we're going to plow the perimeter. Okay. Gonna be a little tricky. That's all right, though. Hey, old Grizzly Gaming. Oh, I keep drifting off too far. I'm kind of not sure I really want to do this. let's cut out a field. And we won't make it a monstrous one. We're turning. We get a couple of fields in. Problem is, I really just don't want to be doing this all night either, right? So if I do kind of angle like this, we'll fix this field up. We'll fix this field up after. Yeah, we're just gonna chip away. We're gonna make a few fields. I'm not sure where the actual real farm is gonna be, farmhouse and all that. Right now, we're working out of a tent. We'll just keep adding fields till we can't add no more. But I gotta figure out how to get some money. That's one of the big problems. I could mow, but the problem is these bushes are brutal for mowing. Makes it very hard to see where you've mowed. Grumpy Gray Gaming, how's it going? I am doing well. I'm doing well. Had an extremely challenging last couple of weeks around here. But things are starting to pan out. I just got one more problem to deal with. Just one more kind of annoying problem to deal with. Our well pump on the property has died. And I am not skilled enough to repair it myself. And it is... around where I live, there's a lot of cottages, a lot of summer cottages. And they're in big time shutdown mode right now. So a lot of the wells and the lake feeds and all that kind of stuff, the contractors, people that work with this stuff, are all busy. They're really busy. But to add to that, it appears that a lot of these well technicians, we'll call them, also are hunters, and deer season opened up. So I cannot for the life of me find somebody to repair my well. And so it's not the well, actually, it's the pump. We have a pump, and it's supposed to pressurize the system, you know, pump water in, and then turn off, you know, and it doesn't turn off. And if we leave it running without using water, you know, like overnight, or, you know, you'd be surprised how much water you'd use. We could burn the pump out, so we keep having to flip the breaker on the pump, and it's just a pain. No water pressure is not there, so trying to get that sorted out. If any of you have kids, let me tell you, get them into trades, man. Trades is going to be such a big problem in the future. In the South, yeah, marriages are interrupted by deer seasons. Yeah. I got a couple of buddies. Two of my best friends actually are school teachers, and when the hunting seasons open, the classes are empty. The parents take all their kids out of school. So I'm not a hunter myself. I just never really got into it. But around here, there's lots of hunters, tons. Sounds like a pressure switch. I don't know. It doesn't. I've done a few things. I did some basic troubleshooting stuff, and it appears that it can't get enough pressure into the tank to even trip the pressure switch. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I've got a buddy, or a neighbor, I guess, that suggested it's probably a float valve at the bottom of the pump. It sounds like a switch. Yeah, it could be. I mean, I don't know. I'm not talented enough to know that. I have 10 kids. Are you kidding me? You serious? 10 kids? Dude. You're a patient man. Right back, just popping to the shop. Yep. Ten kids. Holy smokes. I had 2 and that was enough. Well, 2 that I know of. The pressure tank is new. We just replaced this pressure tank 2 years ago. Well, it's not new, but I think that's okay. I think, you know. Gordo, how's it going? Talk to an electrician. Yeah. Three, and I kept telling them I was going to sell them on eBay. There's probably a market somewhere for that, but it's probably on the dark web. Had the snip 8 years ago, and I'd probably have more. Jeez. After my second, I ran for the snip. I don't know. I kind of feel like kids are really awesome when you can give them back to their parents. uh, I love my kids. No, I'm just goofing. I do love my kids. They're older. They're adults, you know, now, but yeah, they're pretty awesome. Oh. Yeah, my daughter, my eldest daughter, broke her tibia this week. Had some surgery. My mother broke both her legs. Well, a femur on one leg and a fractured knee on the other. And then this summer, my stepdaughter broke her ankle. So, yeah, geez. Check anyway, because mechanical things always go bad. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. It's a possibility. If it isn't switching off, a float valve is a switch of sorts. Yeah, it is. Yeah, my neighbor, the guy that is giving me the advice, actually owned this house. At one point, it was in his family, and I believe he's the one that had the well put in. So he thinks it's down there. He could be spot on. He knows the property. Hey, Nuclear Salmon. Momo Phoenix, hi. Hello. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining in. We're back on Survival 4X. We're going to cut in a few fields. We'll get them done. We won't do too many, I don't think. We'll do a couple. And then we'll get some grass in. I think we're going to kind of just move things ahead. I think we'll move the clock ahead so we can make some bales and make some money. There's really no real other way to make money right now. Let's go this way. So I recorded yesterday. I recorded the year 2, end of year 2, in the Homestead Survival Challenge, and I came really close to not making it. I probably really didn't make it, mainly because I ended up using a couple of boost things for productions. But, you know, I just want to play. I just want to continue playing it. So, yeah, it's good. The whole area is grass. Just start mowing. I did that, but look at how many shrubs there are. There's shrubs everywhere, and it's really hard to see where you've mowed. Yeah, we may do some, but it just gets overwhelming. And I don't have very big equipment either, so it's a bit of a slow process. There is one field on this map. It's a small field. So that's the only potential contract that I can do. And last time I checked, it was not worth much. Let's move the clock ahead a bit. Now, if we look up here, come on. Holy smokes, 4X maps take a lot longer to save. Hey, CJ Gaming. There's a small field here. That's it. That's the only field on the map. I agree, real mower mod. Yeah, that would do it, wouldn't it? I never use that mod. I really should use that. As a matter of fact, you know what? Why don't I do that? Let me finish this field here. And then we'll reload and I'll load up. I'll download. I'll download Real Mower. We'll do that together. Pretty sure Josh's Batwing mower will mow down bushes. I think it does, but I don't have the money for that. That's the problem. It's a money problem right now. Josh's Batwing, I think, is 40,000 bucks or something. If you're bush hogging, that bush hog is going to knock down those shrubs. It should, technically. I have a, what do you call that kind of mower? It's a sickle mower? Sickle mower. Have you thought of putting down some bees for residual income? I've thought about it. I've thought about windmills too, but the bees, let me tell you, they don't produce much. Okay, let's get this field finished here, and then I'm gonna have a look at that Real Mower mod. We'll just step out of the game. We'll come right back in. Ooh, I do have memory. It left. One works well. Over on the map, it took grass and bushes down. Didn't leave any grass. I have a bush hog I use on my property. He's a great job, except on bigger stuff. That's what I have a chainsaw for. I don't have a bush hog. I've got a small subcompact tractor here on my property. I don't have a bush hog to go with it. But I'm probably going to be selling it next year. Looks like we're going to be packing up and leaving the homestead next year and moving back into, we'll call it village life. Let me drop this off. Hopefully it won't fall this time. Okay. All right, let me jump out of the game. Let's get real mower. We'll save. This is not stuff you usually see me do. Let's jump out of there. Download, search, real mower. Real mulcher, real mower. What's the difference? Mow grass in all non-buyable areas of the map. It also mows all bushes and weeds. Function is added to all vehicles with mower specialization. You can activate, deactivate mod function on the current vehicle. Key 0, turn on off function. What's key 0? Key O. Just the O key? Is that? No, we'll find out. Okay, let's install that. That should take like no time. Done. Okay, and let's get back in here. And I want to make sure it's selected. There we go. Just the O key? Okay, perfect. Thank you. You can mow anywhere on the map, even if you don't own it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Base game bees are worthless. Very true, but some of the modded ones are pretty good. Okay. Hey, Victory Jones, how's it going? We're just reloading the game to get real mower mod. Hopefully that'll work well. That'll make things reasonable, you know, like workable, I guess. All right, here we go. Get the mower. Where is it? I mean, where's the end of it? There it is. Let's try this out. I'm going to start, I think we're going to mow over in this area over here. Well, let's just start here. Let's see how well this works. Real mower turn off. I think it's on by default. Yes, look at that. Look at that. Nice. I should use this all the time. Why don't I use this all the time? Hey, Taco. How's it going, my friend? I'm trying to see where my dot is. I'm going to try to mow all the way down. How far down do I have to go? Oh boy, that's going to be really far, isn't it? I've marked the spot somewhere. Where is it? Did I pass it? Where is it? There it is. I see it. Okay, let's turn in. Did I make one big, huge field? It would definitely be nice to know where my perimeter is, but oh, there's a road here, so I won't mess with that. let's turn in. I'm just gonna do like a bit of a perimeter. Obviously, that would take a really long time to mow this whole thing, but we can start making some bales. I could wrap those bales. I can make a lot more money, but we can't afford that right now. I'm gonna come down here a bit, try to line up with my loop here. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, so I'll do, I don't know, maybe we'll do like 2 laps. Oops, I'm missing some. We'll do 2 laps and then we'll bail that and then we'll just chip away at it, you know? If I can get a few $1,000s, then I can get either a bale wrapper or some kind of production to make silage. This is beautiful. Why haven't you guys told me about Real Mower? I knew about it. I just never bothered to load it. It's a lot more realistic, although to be fair, some of these bushes are pretty big for this type of mower. But a good big bush hog should be able to munch through a lot of that stuff. Oops, I'm missing. I don't like implements that go to one side more than the other. I'm a very centered person. I like being symmetrical. So we got some stuff in the works this week. We will be starting a new series on Kinlake, on the new map, on a new expansion. We're going to do some fishing. Then I've also got something else cooking, and I don't know. It's actually a collaboration with a couple of other people that run channels, and I don't know if I'm supposed to spill the beans on it yet. But we will be starting a multiplayer session. Just the details have not been figured out yet, so we're still trying to figure it out. Said I was only going to do 2 laps, but I'm doing a 3rd. Yeah, new DLC tomorrow. Yes. I've been very jealous to see some of the big YouTubers, farm sim YouTubers, had early access, and they've been playing it. I think Daggerwind's already on episode 5 of a new series. Which is awesome in a way, but also kind of sucks. Hey Joseph, how's it going? I said I was only going to go around twice. I guess I'm enjoying this. think I'm more interested about the equipment than the... I gotta be honest, Victory Jones, I have not spent a lot of time watching what's included in that expansion. I kind of do that sometimes, like whenever a new game comes out, new expansion, stuff like that. I try to not watch stuff. Ooh, this is awesome. Hey, Rusty. This is awesome. Krustoo is working hard for once. Yeah, all by myself. I'm not passing the buck on to workers. Oh, I said I was going to do 2 laps, and I called myself out, and I was doing my 3rd, and now I've started my 4th. All right, somebody stop me when we get to the 4th. When I get back to the tent. Somebody stop me. How's that go? Map does look nice. That's one thing that I have looked at. The map itself and the scenery and the buildings and all that looks really, really nice. Apparently it's the first ever UK style map that Giants releases. I did watch a little bit of what do they call that? It was like a preview thing that they did this week. It was the people at Giants were presenting. The first of... Trying to drive straight. Okay, I gotta stop apparently up here. The first kind of content I've watched was just Farmer Cop's fishing pole series. I've been watching, I haven't watched a lot. I did watch a bit of Virtual Farmer. All right, we're gonna stop there for a minute. Stop. Yes, I did stop this time, finally. Alright, let's make some bales. And... I'm drawing a blank. What the heck did I use to... What did I use to pick up the bales? Do I have a trailer sitting somewhere? Do I have a trailer? I do have a trailer. Okay. All right, I forgot. The imaginary farm. Okay, let's pick some of this stuff up here. Did that unload by itself? That's weird. Did you see that? I hope the map is suitable for a homestead challenge. The map I was doing has not been right since the patch, and I've been having a hard time finding suitable replacement. I'm hoping to do on Kinleg, I'm hoping to do, I want to try to, I like being unique, right? So I'm gonna have a close look at the map and pick like a corner somewhere and try to do my own thing, not like everybody else. The only thing you cannot use Oh boy, I'm having problems reading the comments. Come on. There we go. This is a bunch of grass bales. We're not going to make a lot of money out of this, but the only thing that you cannot use on other maps is the aquaculture production that gets placed in the ocean. Really? So, okay. We gotta figure out a way to wrap these bales somehow. Or a production. Maybe I'll borrow some money from the bank. We'll put up a production or something. I don't know. Hey, PCS World, how's it going? Back it up. Back it up. Need llamas. Yes. Llama dama ding dong. What's missing from FS25 farms? Which livestock do you guys think is missing? I think I've thought about this many times. I think I would like to see gooses. I would like to see alpacas. I would definitely like to see alpacas. Ducks. Oops. Maybe horses, donkeys, ducks, yeah. I'd like to see a better animal system. I would like to see them. Oh, I won't say it because Dust Bunny's here. We won't talk about horses. Squirrel. I think they should revamp horses completely. But it's hard. I was trying to think of how could you make horses more interesting. You know, they're a little fun to ride and that, but when it comes to, like, I want to say farming, like, you know, you fire up a ranch, but then you have a whole bunch of animals that you have to ride and brush and all that kind of stuff. That's not the fun stuff, you know. The fun stuff should be riding for, I don't know what, like competitions, for example. You have a chance, you know, maybe there's a randomizer in there that your horse can become a, you know, an elite racer or something. Revamp seasons completely. Yes, please. Yes, please. I would love to see horses involved in small farm. Small, what do you call that? Like, vintage farming kind of stuff. Yeah, totally. Workhorses, you know, make them earn their pay. Oxen would be good. Yeah, more fruit farming would be awesome for sure. For sure, Taco. Other than using them for Amish farming, you can't get them more interesting. I think there should be animal auctions built in, like default base game animal auctions. I think there should be a lineage of, you know, quality. We'll call it quality of genetics. Turn them into glue. Now. Fruits and nuts. I'd like to see. I would like to see a little bit more variety in types of productions. I would like to see wineries. You know, what do you call those? Vineyards with wine, beer, other spirits. I would like to see I'd like to see the butcher. I would love to see the butchers involved, the abattoirs. That's real stuff. It's legit, real farming stuff. Definitely more kinds of orchids. Okay, that's pretty specific, guy. One of the other challenges of farming that I would love to see implemented, I don't know how it would work, but I would love to see pests. We don't have pests in the game. We don't have predators either. Predators are a real thing for farms. And you make like a horse breeding farm for racing, wrangling, and such. It'd be nice to have more free ranging as well. You know, free range cattle, for example. Just take them out to the pastures. Be able to move them around the pastures, and you could corral them using horses, you know. Oops. Oh, spell check orchards. I was thinking that was pretty specific. Definitely more orchards. Yeah, vineyards, orchards. Would be really good. Oh man, that was just one lap. Making plenty of bales. Okay, so what should I do? Should I just grab up all of these bales and then... I wish I had a windrower. This would be a lot easier if I had one. There's some nice third-party butchers you can deliver animals to, just like you do in grains, and the pallets of meat come out. Actually, yeah, I'm doing that on the Lipka Welka series, Dust Bunny. Raising pigs, and I have a butcher. I had to go off of Mod Hub to get that mod. But I think it's really good. I think it's really cool. I do run the Better Horse Value mod. Yeah. Out here back in the 70s, what used to be strawberry fields are now Christmas tree fields and filberts. Yeah, Christmas trees are a thing. The problem with Christmas trees, though, is they take years to grow. We actually considered that on our property when we moved here. We were thinking of, hey, we should just do Christmas trees and just make some good money at just one time a year. You know, it'll be a scramble in December or November, December kind of thing. But it takes a long time. I think it's like 3 years or something for decent Christmas trees. 3 or 4. I have mods that can make vodka, brandy, whiskey, wine. Yeah, there are definitely mods out there. Yeah, horses and dogs to herd the cattle and sheep. Yeah, I get that for sure. To make whiskey and beer, you can make it. The mods exist. There is actually a map. I forget the name of it. It's a big 4X map that has that built in. Farmer Mike did a multiplayer series on it. I actually joined in on that with him, but I don't remember the name. There's a lot of other stuff we could grow as well. There's all kinds of different grains and stuff like that that are not in the game. Hey, Grumpy. Okay. It's a lot of driving. The problem with picking up the grass is you get to see where you missed mowing. Judith Plains. Yeah, that's the one. Judith Plains. It's a nice map. Hope the download tomorrow isn't a pain in the butt like the Mercedes pack. So I get Farm Sim from Steam, and whenever there's a DLC that launches of any kind, it's delayed. I can't access it for a little while. It doesn't sync up for the actual launch, which is annoying. It's annoying. I see the mod on there, but it wants me to buy it, and I have season pass. So, sorry, let me correct that. It does show up at the same time as everything else, but I don't get it free with my season pass because it doesn't get unlocked on season pass till a bit later, you know. So I might see it in the morning, for example, on the day it launches, and then I have to wait till the afternoon before I actually see it free. What time do downloads usually happen? I want to say it's usually we usually get it in North America anyway in the morning. Hope download tomorrow is a long time, buddy. You haven't played this. So 1 p.m. Yeah, somebody just said 1 p.m. for Steam. So I get a lot of my games off Steam, so it's kind of my spot. It's all right though. I'm not gonna rush like recording an episode or anything to get it out tomorrow. I will probably. I'm hoping I'll be able to get something out for Wednesday. If everything goes according to plan. All right, this is taking a really long time. Let's get let's pick up some of these bales. Let me just get a little bit more here. We'll take a break with the baler. We'll get some of these bales. I gotta see how much money I can make with the ones I've made so far. All right, I'm gonna go back to the shop because that's where my trailer is. Gonna earn my keep tonight, let me tell you. What time is it? It's almost 6 p.m. game time. I've heard horror stories downloading from Giants. Oops, stay on the road, stop watching chat. Trying to remember why this trailer is here. I'm surprised you don't get off Giants and use your own code to get a discount. I don't think that gets me a discount. Well, it kind of does, I guess. But here's the thing. I do have a little bit of money that's sitting there at Giants from people who have used my discount, but it's so little that I never bothered to get it synced up and transferred to a bank account yet. So, you know, I'll do it. I'll do it someday, but what am I doing here? Is this auto load? No, so I got to do it this way. Okay. All right. Off we go. Yeah, I think through the Giants partner program really doesn't give much money. I think I've got maybe $5 in there or something. I don't know. I do get revenue from the channel in the form of ads. Ads. What do they call that? Ad income or whatever. That's all set up and everything. So that's kind of nice. That gets me to be able to afford a gadget here or there, pay for an expansion, pay for a season pass, stuff like that. Grumpy, yeah, I would think so. Clarify, Krustoo, for year 2 homestead, can flour be started early? And yes, you can absolutely start flour. You can keep anything you want if it's not on the list of deliverables anywhere. So flour is never something that needs to be sold. Bread is, but not flour. So you can hoard flour all you want year to year. I'm in real trouble on my series, Rusty. The only way I made it past year 2 is by using production control mod to increase my production speeds, because they were so slow, and I waited too long to change them. So I barely made year 2. Year 2 you'll see tomorrow. The end of year 2 you'll see tomorrow. And then I've already have year 3, the first episode in year 3 recorded, which will be we're gonna have a modified schedule this week because of the new series starting, but I think it will be Thursday or Friday, I forget. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think I can pick up more. It's getting dark, so I think we're going to move on. Okay, that's all I can pick up. I forget how much money I'm going to get for this. They're just grass, so they're not worth much. Players on PC changing out buildings, or people using some kind of good resale concept. Yeah, there's a mod that gives you back 100% on your resale sale of buildings. I am running it. I run that all the time. I've been doing that since FS19, I think. Okay, where am I going with this again? Where am I going with this? Oh, over here. Over here. Over here. Stop. Okay. How much are we not getting for this? 3,500. Okay. I want to look at. Oh, I added a new mod. Lots of stuff for in the used sale. I haven't really played around with this much, but anyways, that's not what I came here for. Let's not squirrel. I want to look at production to make silage. Let's use my filter input. We'll go with grass. There we go, grass. And we can see the different things that we can make here. Wow, that's not cheap. Adaptable trigger. I don't even have a building to stick that on. This will make silage here, this fermenter, 30,000. And when you get a full amount back, as long as I sell it back basically in the same month I bought it. That would make more sense than the one I run. I run that mod specifically for that purpose, is to when I screw up placements and it bugs out or whatever. I need 30,000, so I'm gonna take a loan from the bank. I want this fermenter. I think we're gonna do this. This is actually part of a kit of silos and productions, which I think we'll do that on this series. So I need 30,000 bucks. We're gonna hit up Mr. No, not here. Not here. That's a cheat way to do it. I don't want to do that. Come on, 4x saving. There we go. Finances. Let us borrow 30,000. Okay. That's kind of dark, so I am not going to place the building in the dark. We're going to wait. We're going to wait till the morning where I can see better. We can start making silage. That would be great. Now the question is, will this production take bales? That's a big question. All right, let's pull over right here, I guess. All right, let's rest up. Let's have a snooze in our tent, our camo tent. Nobody will know we're here. All right. New day. New day. We got grass coming up. We'll need some fertilizing here. All right. So let's set up that production. Where are we? So I've got this field. We cut that in tonight. I'm going to fix this out a little bit. And this is the new area. Is the grass regrowing? Oh no. Okay. That's my, that's the stuff I put down, right? This is, I think we own part of this property here. I think we're just going to set up. I feel like I just want to set up over here, but I'm going to need a house at some point. Why don't I set up over here? This side of the road as our main farmyard. We'll do that. We'll do that. This random spot, 30,000. I hope this takes bales. That's my big concern. We're going to start our farmyard over there. Let's go pick up some bales and find out. Go. Where am I? Let's go this way, I guess. I don't know where I stopped picking up bales. This grass regrowing? Looks like it might be regrowing. Where's the bales? We need more small and medium equipment for root crops, veggies, on all platforms. Absolutely. One of my biggest pet peeves. Not enough small equipment. I'm actually... Where's my bales? Did I pick up that many bales already? I'm actually surprised that there hasn't been a competitor that's come into the farm sim game, I guess, with a whole small farm concept. Because Giants isn't doing it. Giants is... They have some small stuff, but it's really focused on bigger farming. Small homestead style farms and stuff like that. I really wish they had more for that. Small equipment, harvesters, things you can harvest, you know, like peas and stuff like that. In the game right now, there's still Mod Hub has no small like pea harvesters or green beans or anything like that. I mean, oh good, it takes it. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, let's fire this thing up. We are going to make grass silage, activate, and this is going to make us much better money. This has a capacity of 50,000 liters. So given that this what we're doing, I am tempted to swap out the baler for a forage wagon. How much money do I have? Almost $9,000. We're going to eventually mow almost all of this. I'm just not sure we're going to make fields everywhere. Okay, let's have a look at something. So I have this round baler. What's this worth? Ooh, not much. 10,000. After that, I don't have much else. Like, I don't have anything I can sell, really. What are the chances there's a cheap forage wagon on the used sale? No, there's not much here right now. So we need forage wagons. Where are you? Did I just miss it? I feel like I just missed it. Yes, here we go. Forage wagons. What's the cheapest one? Cheapest one is still this guy. I mean, I could do this. 85 horsepower. I need the money, though. That's the problem. That's the big problem. I need the money for this. I don't want to take another loan. We just got a loan there to just get us by, but this holds quite a bit. 35,000, and it's a mower, so I could sell my mower, and maybe we'll do that. There's a mod where you can use combine for beans and peas. Never looked at that one. I never looked at that mod. Thank you. I'll check on that actually. That makes sense. I need 37,000 bucks. So let's get to work. We got more work to do. Just gonna carry on with my baling, make more bales, try to get us to 37,000. And we'll have some silage to sell. And then once we have that kind of money, then we'll be able to start making a lot more money, I guess. Oops. Why isn't this running? There we go. Okay. The grass is regrowing. This is going to be a little bit more difficult. I could go with the big square bales as well. That's another option, but I think we'll run that Ribery. I don't use it very often. I kind of like it. But you're right, Taco, that the workers don't like that. I was using it on Comlands on FS22 for a little bit, and what would happen is the workers would not stop. It would be filled up, and they would just keep going, keep mowing, and it would be basically be throwing all the grass away. Okay. You know what I haven't used on FS22, FS25 so far is the quick bales. I used to use those all the time. That was great. You could go fast with them. It would wrap the bales, drop them off without you having to back up and stop and all that. And Grumpy's gone to find that mod for us, which is awesome. Thank you. Oops. Am I full? Yes, I'm full. Yeah, the grass is regrowing. Hey Rusty, you're gonna have to show me someday how to do raids, raiding other channels. I have no idea how to do it. I was trying to look for it the other day. I know there are other streams that happen after this one. Be neat to be able to set up a raid. There we go. I think you missed us, Bunny. I'm gonna look into that for sure. Live, follow these steps basically. I know there's a setting in somewhere where you can permit raids to arrive. And I think by default it's no. I think I remember seeing that somewhere. If I'm not mistaken, Rusty, you did raid one of my live streams way back. Yeah, this grass is growing back. It's making it harder to see where I've been, where I haven't been. At least the bushes aren't coming back though, so that's good. Select add redirect. And you just paste in the YouTube link to somebody else, I assume. Okay, we got one more lap to do after this, and then we'll gather up all these bales, get them into the fermenter. Thank you, Grumpy. Thank you very much for bringing that up. It's not something, I guess I missed that. Farmer Munchies, how's it going, my friend? All right, I'm ready to do something else here. Totally paradise. We got a beautiful place here. New farm in the works. Some awesome people to hang out with. Life is good, my friend. One thing I tend to I've noticed that I do a lot in my videos is I will set up my camera like this, and then I don't change. Sometimes I do this, and it drives some people nuts. But I keep forgetting to do, different views on the equipment, because it is really cool to see some of this stuff. All right, half a lap to go. Let's get this wrapped up here. We have way too much land. I need bigger equipment. Ultimately, we're gonna have to figure out a way to upgrade our equipment to be able to handle this size land, because it's pretty big. Oh, I need a beverage. Not a beer. It's not a beer. I wish it was a beer. I'm having a mango flavored bubbly bubbly. Sometimes you move the camera that much, I almost get a seizure. Yeah. I want a ram baler that launches the bales. That's what I want. Throws them up in the air and see where they land. Catapult the baler. That's what I'm calling it. I haven't done like any real kind of silliness stuff on FS25 so far. I did a little bit on some series on 22. Ridiculousness. I was thinking about when I first started watching farm sim content. Before I actually started playing Farming Simulator, I was watching Farming Simulator videos a bit. Just trying to figure out if it was a game I would like or whatever. There were two guys that I used to watch that you don't see. Like, I guess we don't see them in the communities so much. There's a guy called Brad M76, 73, Brad M73, and he did on FS19. He did a series on Westport. Yeah, I think it was Westport. And there's another guy, Gray Plays or something like that. He used to do all kinds of ridiculous stuff. Like setting up conveyors all the way across a map and all kinds of goopiness. All right, that's it. That's it. We're done with the pickup. So a couple of things. I need a bigger mower for sure. I need a windrower. I just left that out in the field. That's the way I roll. Okay, let's grab up these bales and then we'll get that done. Then after that, I'm not sure what we're gonna do next. I think we need to put some more grass fields in. We're gonna be doing quite a bit of grass work on this series. If we can get some money up, get that mower forage harvester thing, would be fantastic, and then we could start with some sheep. I mean, we're gonna have food. It's not like we already have the food they need. We just don't have the money to build the pen and buy the sheep yet. Just finished year one. I learned a lot of mistakes and misjudged a lot of things, both over and under producing. Your homestead challenge. Need to do a lot of changes in year two. You'll see tomorrow I barely made year two, and I even had to do it with some production control improvements to increase productions. It is really hard. It is really hard. The challenge, what I didn't anticipate out of that challenge wasn't so much doing, getting things done. It was trying to do it while maintaining a homestead look. There's not a lot of small productions that produce, a decent, I'll call it a decent amount. So it makes it really hard. Like we could have dropped down some very large productions that would handle the stuff no problem. But trying to get it done with these little buildings was very tough. And I don't think I'm going to make year three. I'm pretty sure I won't. There's a few things that are going to be a problem. The biggest one is going to be flour bread production. That's what's going to get me, I think. All right. I think that's it. Let's get these into the fermenter. That's 39,000 liters on this trailer. Plus I already popped a couple in there. Three of them. Three, I think. The goals for the production are too high. For sure, the milk bread, eggs, and honey were too high. I adjusted the eggs and honey, kind of reissued the amounts, but I didn't for the other stuff. Yeah, it was hard to come up with those numbers. There was no real. They were guesses, totally guesses, and all the numbers look similar. 20 this, 20 that, 20 this, 20 that. There we go. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do, this trailer here, I think I'm going to sell this trailer. I need to swap out Oh, there's nowhere to sell on this map, right? If I remember correctly. So I gotta sell it from the menu, which means I won't get top dollar for it. I need to change this into a trailer where I can carry the silage. So 67, we're gonna sell that. We're gonna buy a trailer. Ta-da! I think I might try to go with. There's one I really like. I've used it a lot. This guy right there. I love this trailer. This is one of my favorite trailers in 25. So I think we're going to pick that up, and I will change the color this time. Let's make that let's make it like a blue like that, maybe. No, don't like it. Don't like it. Let's do green. Yeah, now we're talking. Cover, we'll make it yellow to make it kind of stand out a bit. Sorry, I'm trying to read chat. You guys are chatty tonight. I love it. I love it, but it's hard to focus. Yeah, let's do that, I guess. What is that? How much is that? 11.4. The color changes costs. So I just changed my mind. Just changed my mind. We're going to save a few bucks. All right. Your goal in production was too high. You did great, Krustoo. When I started challenges, I never used any guides. Yeah. We just developed goals, many different numbers and such. Some were not good, but we had fun. Well, that's the thing, you know, that's really the thing, is to have fun. That challenge is making my brain hurt trying to calculate everything. So that's kind of fun, I guess. Where am I going? Where am I going? I don't know how fast this thing produces. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with failing, you know, the challenge, but I still want to play, you know. Silage 12. All right, so it's already processed quite a bit of this. So let's grab this up. Let's have a look at this for a second. Oh, it's moving it really fast. This is a fast production. Okay, let's check silage. Come on. Come on, game save. Prices, silage will be down here. It's a produced product. Right there. There we go. Ooh, look at that. We're at peak price right now. Farmer's market. All right, we're going to be selling all this today. Hopefully it'll process it quickly. Let's go sell a bunch. Still not going to be huge money, but it'll be good. You can also look at this as a play testing to iron out some of the kinks. Yeah. Well, I'm feel like the homestead challenge anyway. I feel like we're gonna do that again, with a different spin on it. Maybe it doesn't have to be a homestead. Maybe it can be a full-fledged farm with all these certain goals and stuff like that. So this exercise, we'll call it, has only 2,800 bucks. Man, Not going to get rich quick here. Yeah, so this exercise kind of gives you a taste for what productions you can actually do. All right. Let's let's drop this off right under here. Come back in a little bit. Want to get another grass field put in. So we'll get busy with that. I would love to have a second tractor though, so I can get a worker involved. Where's my tent? Can't even see my tent. There it is. Stupid camo tents. Now we definitely need a second tractor as well. That's going to be on the agenda for sure. All right, grass. I am low on fertilizer. Can I afford to buy fertilizer? Yes, I can. Let's go buy some fertilizer. So glad Lady Hill won my poll by 1 vote over Tassie. Lady Hill. It looks like a nice map, doesn't it? Honey gold, 10 pallets would be 250 to 1,000 hives. Yeah. I didn't buy any already? Oh. Okay. Consumables, fertilizer. Let's buy one. I started again on Tassie because a YouTuber called Cobbler Farms. Lad from Finland, absolutely fantastic. Check it out. I've been watching Cobbler. He's got good thing going on. Oops, wrong key. There we go. Hey Jamie. Thanks for dropping in. Hey Rusty, this would be a good map. This would be a good map for 200 horsepower challenge, I think. The 4X map, though, I don't think you have this one on console. Am I correct with that, Rusty? Survival 4X. All right. Really want a worker to do this while I do other stuff, but I don't have another tractor, so I guess I gotta get to work. Let's do steering assist. Three headlands is fine. Show lines, control cruise. Yep. Okay. I think we're good. Actually, let me check something because I get a sense that this thing is buggy. What is the width of this? 4.4? Oh yeah, okay. It's good. It's good. Krustoo, how does it feel to be in the Netherlands? Is that where I am right now? Hey, Tennessee Farmer, how's it going? Other farmers created a great challenge on 22 on Calmsden Farm. I did not catch that. We'll have to look into that. Oh boy, it's going to be a problem here. This is not planting. There we go. Now it started. We're going to have to fix that up. Why am I not? Oh, there we go. Never done an HP challenge or used equipment challenge either. This was supposed to be used equipment challenge, but I kind of flaked out on it. We're just doing an easy play. Easy let's play. Survival map is in South Limburg at the border of Belgium. Interesting. I used to work for a Dutch company. Lots of Dutch people to work with. That cedar uses a lot of unnecessary fertilizer because the cedar groves are always down. Interesting. My favorite map is Judith Plains. It is a beautiful map. My favorite map so far is Rancho Fondo. Love that map for some reason. Holy smokes, I am going through fertilizer pretty fast, aren't I? I did not notice that. I like the look and feel of European style maps where everything is fit in where it can fit. But I'm a parallel driver and all those fences and collisions points frustrate me. Yeah, I think I want to say I'm not a huge fan of UK style maps. Not because they're not beautiful, they're definitely beautiful. What I'm not crazy about is how close the hedges and like stone walls and stuff like that are to the road. Because I am also a terrible driver. I think that's why I like the Polish map so much. Is because they're tight. The fields are small and the properties are tight, but they don't have all the hedges and walls that UK style maps would. Is this map on console? Can't wait to be on PC building my own. This is, I don't think this is on console. I think this is only PC. It's a 4X map. I have FS25 on my PS5. I really don't play it much though. Not because it's not good on the PS5. It's more because of where my PS5 is in the living room. And I tend to spend time. I have like an office at home kind of thing. I tend to spend a lot of time in my office. My space. It's like my man cave or whatever you want to call it. So that's why PS5 is there. I honestly, I rarely play it. I should actually probably sell it. But who knows? There's a new map coming out. Won't be on Mod Hub. It is Sudbury, Ontario. Canadian map, and it looks really good. And so I'm keeping an eye on it when it comes out. But it's got all kinds of proprietary, we'll call it trademarked stuff, you know. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. I think we'll run a series on that for sure. Represent, you know, Canadian boy, Canadian map. I'd like to try a small hobby farm challenge. I was trying to think of how we could do, like, we've got that homestead challenge going on. But I'm kind of wondering how we could do it even smaller than that. With you know, proper tools and stuff. See, when your tractor turns, those are down instead of lifting. Then going down, use fertilizer the whole time. Oh, really? I didn't notice that. Eh. Let me get this little bit here. All right. I think we're going to have enough to do this field. I think we're going to be good. This tractor is doing very well in this plowed field. The plowed fields I find are hard to get traction in. Getting ready to start a series on Saxlingham Estate, first European map. Kind of excited. I've heard that's a nice map. I haven't looked at it. I just dump all my maps. Did pick up that Montana map that came out. Just waiting for tomorrow. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, Rusty. All those are good. I don't know Rajat. G-Play. I don't know that one. I think I know all the other ones though. I just heard today the new Xbox generation, next gen Xbox is going to be coming out in 2027. I suspect that is going to be much closer to a PC than what it is now. Cavalier Roy's done a couple of maps already. Matter of fact, Rusty did a challenge on one, Riverview. Oh, Sada, yeah, of course. Classic. That is a classic map. I'm really not very good at keeping track of the modders. I should really pay more attention to that. Drummond Farm is all platforms on Mod Hub. He was supposed to have a new one coming out. Well, he had Riverview, and then he redid again, what's it called? The Irish one. That's a new. Has Alien Jim done anything in 25? I don't remember seeing anything. Maypole, that's the one. Yes, correct. They did a series on Maypole in 22. I haven't touched it on 25. We're almost done here. I'm hoping I'm going to have enough fertilizer to finish this out. I think I will, but I think it's going to be very close. Then, by then, we should have a decent amount of silage to sell. I got to fix up that field a bit. I'll wait for the first growth of grass and then I'll trim it up. I wish I had the artistic ability to make maps. Yeah, I think I would enjoy it. Actually, I got a question for you guys. I don't know if you guys just know or not. I'm not a mod. I don't do mods. I have no idea. Never submitted anything anywhere. Do modders get paid for their work somehow? Like some of these maps is like an insane amount of work. Does Giants pay them? Like when you submit mods to Giants, do you get some kind of compensation every time they're downloaded or something? I would like to know this. It's like pennies to $1. It's the amount of time some of these guys put in some of these maps. Like some of them are pretty, I want to say, simplistic. Like this one here, I can't imagine this one is terribly difficult to make. But some maps are absolutely gorgeous. All the buildings, custom buildings and everything. I'm starting to wonder if there's going to be, if we're going to see a, well, one thing I've always thought was really cool with giants. There we go. We're done. One thing I thought was really cool, opportunity, I want to say, with giants and farming simulator is that someday I would love to see a randomizer come out. When I say randomizer, I mean you go in, start a new game save, and then you automatically procedurally generate a new map. And it just does, you know, mostly the land, but it could potentially add buildings and stuff like that, roads and things like that. And then each map would be unique, you know? And I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Now you've got some games that do that. There's some games have a randomizer that generate land automatically. And then you got to make it your own by building up your farms and all that kind of stuff. I think that would be incredible. Let's go sell some more of this. I don't think that's all of it, but we're not getting to that $37,000 tonight, that's for sure. All right. We'll make a few $1,000s here. 3,000 maybe. Might be possible with AI technology today. Yeah, you would think, right? You would think that that would be a fantastic thing. I've got concerns about AI, but there's certainly some things that would be absolutely amazing. You get a better price for silage if it's baled. I have no idea. I don't think so. I want to say it's one price, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's just one price. If we look at the menu, come on, game save. We go down to silage. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Oh, it fluctuates by $1. It's just one price. Silage doesn't, doesn't matter. You know what sells really well? This stuff here, Satan. This stuff sells really well. I want to look at something while we're here. Cheese. I made a killing on cheese at on the Homestead Challenge on the Run Plateau map. Where am I going? I didn't want to move this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, got my fields growing. What time is it? What time is it? It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm probably gonna wrap it up pretty soon. I am going to I think I'm gonna rest. I think we're gonna rest again. Otter's get a kickback for ratings and downloads. I'd love to see the financial model for that. All right, let's sleep. We're going to move on. Yeah, it does. It is. It is. It kind of sucks in 25. Not as good as 22, that's for sure. Whole bunch of new stuff on sale. I have 8,800 bucks. It is dark, and you know what I'm gonna do? Not crazy about. Let's move the clock some more. Let that sun come up. Come on up, sun. That should be pretty good. It's getting still kind of dark, but that's all right. Okay. I just drove this over here so that I can, because I'm too lazy to walk, but I'm gonna go back and sell the rest of the silage. It's not a lot, kind of like YouTube pays creators per so many views. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube, you know, it's not that bad, really. I mean, you know, it's nowhere near, I want to say it's nowhere near a minimum wage job doing YouTube stuff, but it does bring in a few bucks. It's okay. It's fine. It's actually a little bit more than I expected when I first got monetized. I thought it was going to be like this month I earned $9, you know, but it's more than that. All right, 21,000. A lot of modders make money via Patreon. Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, you know, it's if you appreciate stuff, it's good to support it, right? Nothing wrong with Patreon. I use it for TMR. That's the only purpose for silage in the game for me at this point. Yeah, me too. I don't usually sell silage anymore. But this farm here, it's we're not getting there anytime fast. You sub to their Patreon and for 10 or 20 a month, and you get free access and perks and help test. I should look into that. I'll be completely honest. I do not pay enough attention to modders. I should. Some of these guys put in some incredible work. I couldn't tell you who modded this map. Like, I'd have to look it up. All right. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. I think we're gonna wrap up, guys. I try to keep things at 9 o'clock-ish, couple of hours. After that, my voice starts to go. I can't talk for too long. So, yeah, I think we're gonna call it. Let me just check in on this grass here. That's ready to harvest. So next time we'll continue with this on the live stream for a little while. We'll see if we can develop it out, make it look really nice. Yeah, there's not too many options for money so far, but we'll get there. We'll get there. As soon as we can get some sheep, we'll start getting some wool out, and we'll make some clothes and all that kind of stuff. And then we'll see where we can take it. Maybe we'll get some goats as well. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, thank you so much, everyone. If you haven't hit the like button on the way out, please do. I would really appreciate it. That is free. And tomorrow I have an episode of the Homestead Survival Challenge, the end of year 2. So you'll see where I ended up with that. And then Wednesday, I hope I want to say I hope, but I think we're going to have a new series starting on Kinlake. So with the new expansion and all that. So I hope you can join me for that. Thank you very much. Have an awesome evening, and I will catch you guys in the next one.